Okay, so we've got Liv here now, and she's a tracking pro. If you follow her on Snapchat, she knows what's up and how to really get creative with this stuff. So you're probably going to want to listen to her and not me, because I like to be pretty plain and eat the same thing every day. Okay, so we're going to check out what Liv's got going on with her tracking. She's going to enter her breakfast in, so we'll just have a look at that.
Okay, so when you go onto MyFitnessPal, this is what it looks like. So you want to click this button here, so onto your diary, which is going to give you your breakfast, lunch, dinner and snacks. Now to enter your foods, I'm going to enter my breakfast, which I had so I'm going to go add food. As you can see, the foods that I eat all the time regularly are saved under recent, and they'll be under frequent as well. But I'll just show you how to add it. So I use Quick Oats. So if I want to look for Quick Oats, I tap there, type it in, Quick Oats, and you can see I use the home brand Woolworths one. So from there, you can either go by serving size, 30 grams, or I put it singly to a gram, and then I have 60 grams of that. So cool. So I click the tick and then it's entered in my oats there. So my next ingredient, I add in 100 grams of Greek yogurt, so that's saved there as well. But always make sure you're changing the serving sizes so it's the amount that you're putting in. So again, 100 grams, add food. I have raspberries in mine, 70 grams, so you can see 1 gram and 70 servings of 1 gram. Next will be peanut butter, 20 grams of that, so you're just adding that in. And then I have half a scoop of protein powder, so you don't really have to weigh this one out, you just know half a scoop, so make sure you put 0.5. And then I like to add some sugar-free maple syrup as well. So that's my breakfast entered there. So it tells me how many calories. My breakfast is 540 grams. Now, if you scroll down to the bottom and click on nutrition, it's going to tell me how much of my protein, carbs, fiber and fat I've had out of my daily goal. And this is good to keep checking after you've added in meals as well. So you don't want to enter one meal and have it all carbs and no protein. So it's a good way to make sure you're splitting up your protein, carbs and fats evenly. And then lunch, so just some stuff that I've recently had. So with your chicken or steak, you want to make sure that when you're entering it in, if you're weighing it cooked or grilled, you want to make sure you search one that is grilled or cooked. If you're entering it in raw, weighing it out raw, then make sure that you've put in the raw value, because it will have different calories. So you can enter in chicken, if you want vegetables. And then I'll quickly show you this as well. So if you're adding in something new and you can't find it by searching it, this is the barcode button. My camera's not working at the moment, so you won't see it, but normally that'll come up and your the barcode of your product will be there. It'll scan it in and then it will come up. Say I've scanned in cheese, it'll come up like that, and normally it'll come up as the serving size, so we don't want that, so it'll probably come up as that. But if you've weighed it out and it's different to 21 grams, you change that to 1 gram. So you've had 30 grams, and then it will work out your calories and your fat, carb and protein breakdown for that food. Okay, so say I'm adding in my dinner. An easy way to do this, if you're having the same meal as the night before, you can just go to meals and it will have your last meal saved there. So you can just click on that, it'll all come up there, and you can add that straight in. So rather than going through and adding all of them in singly.
So that's pretty much the basics of tracking. So as you can see, Liv's a bit of a gun in it, and she's precise and accurate. When you're tracking, it's only as good as what you enter in. The phone doesn't know if it's right or not, it's just believing what you're saying, okay? So you've got to be diligent with that, and you've got to really hit your numbers there. When you're eating out, just quickly, if I know I'm eating out, I'm going to allocate those calories before the day starts, going to budget them. I'll get my proteins, my veggies and all that in during the day, make sure I hit my numbers there, and I'll just allocate most of my carbs and fats to whatever I'm eating out, whether it be burgers, pizza or whatever, or even just getting creative and cooking at home like you saw I did last week, and you can do that too. So without bombarding you with too much information, we'll leave it at that with you. You've got your basic setup, basic tracking, and how to allocate calories when eating out, and I'm sure that's going to cover 90% of the bases for most of you guys and are going to help you achieve your goals in a sustainable fashion.